Expressive line making. So we're going to do two different drawings, and we're really going to be focusing on our movement and line variation and kind of impressionism, and kind of our first large drawing will be gestures and kind of quicker, like a faster drawing. And then the second one, we will do some of small squares, and we're going to focus on line and precision and types of line, and going slower and having more sustained focus. But generally what we're going to be using is this handout. This is what's in your sketchbook, so I'd like you to have your sketchbook with this open somewhere. This is what I call oils. I didn't call it that myself, but it helps remember these 5 basic elements of shape. So obviously circle, dot, straight line, angle line, and curve line. So that's all of these. So these two sessions, we're going to do 10-minute drawings. These two 10-minute drawings will be utilizing these oils. So this first one, I'm going to have you use charcoal. So a charcoal stick. You'll need a wet wipe or a wet towel or something to be able to wipe your fingers off. Charcoal pencils, and then graphite of some kind. So we may or may not give you one of these, but you can use your graphite pencils if you want, anything like that. So have everything laid out and ready to go, and your larger piece of paper ready to go. And then I would like you to set a timer for 10 minutes. I don't want you to stop until 10 minutes is up. So, which may feel like a really long time. So give it a try at least. You can be flexible. I'm not quite sure how this will work out, but you can give it a try. So you can start anywhere you want. I do want you to use all of the tools if you can, just to explore, because the point is to explore the tools, learn how to use them properly, and also feel the gestures and feel your body move with the tools, and use your whole arm all the way up to your shoulder. Ideally, you would use your whole body to move through this, but don't just focus on the fine motor skills, but really use your whole body and allow yourself to go off the paper. I should have put something bigger underneath here, but definitely put a mat or something underneath you, a bigger piece of paper, and don't be afraid to go off the paper when you're drawing this and making thick lines and thin lines and circles and blending, picking up other things, thinking about all of the elements of shape, and just heading off the page. I want you to touch all 4 edges of the paper. Go off all 4 sides of your paper as you're drawing, and think about use the tip of the tool and the side of the tool. Use up and down angle lines, swirls. It might feel like you're making a mess, but I want you to let go of that idea and just explore and use all of these tools and see what you come up with, and be thinking about, when you're done with it, I want you to think about what you like about it, what maybe isn't as pleasing to you. Part of what we are doing in the studio is learning about studio language as well. And then when we look at our work, we don't want to just say, well, I like it, and that's it. We want to talk about what it is you like about it. And we don't want to just land and stay with, I don't like it, I think it's ugly and terrible, and I did a terrible job. We want to talk about what maybe wasn't as pleasing to you, and what could you do differently next time to make it more pleasing. So that is this initial drawing. The next one I want you to do, excuse my reach, so I want you to get your sketchbook, pull your sketchbook down, flip to your first blank page, and I want you to take your Sharpie, and so we're not going to use charcoal on this one. So set aside your charcoal. We're going to be using Sharpies and graphite and your blending stump. And obviously an eraser of your choice if you want. but I prefer you not to be erasing a ton. So I want you to make 3 small squares, relatively the same size, just freehand them. You don't have to measure them out. And I want you to, this time I want you to still think about the expression and the gestures and the lines, but we're gonna really be using precision. So instead of maybe moving your whole arm and your shoulder, I want you to use a little bit more precision and precise movement and being slower and having a more sustained focus. So again, still being able to think about these elements and the oils. You can even write oils up here if you want to, which actually might be helpful because it can help you remember what this exercise is for. So go ahead and pencil or whatever, you can write oils up at the top and then write the date. So it's good to date all of your pages. So I want you just to start, I want you to do the same thing that you did last time, which is set your timer for 10 minutes. And I want you to do some drawing for 10 minutes. And you can work in all of them at the same time or one of them at a time. But I want you to think about using all of the elements as much as you can, and you can use the extra fine. And you can use your pencil. Sometimes I get distracted when I'm filming and doing art because then I get all consumed with doing art. Do that, fill in the space with texture and line. You can use your blender. Use the side of it and fill that in too, like that. So I want you to go ahead and take that time and fill in these boxes. So using 10 minutes for this, 10 minutes for this. And I want you to be able to ask yourself the questions. What do I like about my work? What did I find challenging? And what can I do better next time? Maybe those are 3 good questions. So, okay, thanks for drawing along with me.